All right, hi guys. We're very glad to be with you today through this little video. We are very happy to see that PES group is starting off in New York. My name is Michael Vincent and this is Cécilia Gondard.
Hi, my name is Cécilia Gondard. Hello, New York.
We are both sitting in Brussels right now, and we are both MEP candidates for the French list for the coming up European election. We just, thanks to Sylvie's invitation, we wanted to give you a few words about our view of the coming up European election and walk you through why this election is also very important for you guys living abroad.
So first of all, we would like to speak a little bit about why you need progressive Europe and why progressive Europe matters to you in the US. First of all, you know better than us what it means to have nationalists and populists in power and what it leads to. So for us it's very important to make now Europe really progressive, to also be able to push at international level, at global level, for more solidarity rather than competition, especially between workers and especially in trade agreements. What we also want to push for is exporting our European social model. You know how it's important to have universal healthcare coverage. Many of you have already fought in the US for that, and for universal social protection as well. The third issue I wanted to mention is tackling climate change. We know how nationalist and populist and liberal organizations and parties are very reluctant to pushing for the Paris Agreement targets to be met, but this is something that is really important for us socialists and social democrats in Europe, and what we really want to push for with environmental justice. And I'll finish with social and tax justice. As you know, tax havens have not been closed yet, and tax evasion is still going on. And if we want to tackle global inequalities, we really need to tackle tax justice as well. And we can only do it all together, all progressive forces together in Europe and at global level. So that's time now to change, to have progressive Europe, to vote on the 26th of May, and to make sure that citizens are heard, not just multinationals.
Thank you, Cecilia. So we're going to resist the temptation of walking you through the 10 ideas of our manifesto, because it would take hours and that not necessarily don't have the same importance. But the one I wanted to talk you through today is the one that is the closest to my heart. As you know, every week here in Brussels, the youth is marching for the climate, and one of the important points that is in our manifesto is indeed the need to foster the green transition with public money. As you may know, in Europe we have this bad habit of looking at the deficit very, very carefully and not fostering public spending. But we have to realize, and that's something that you know as well in New York, you have Ocasio-Cortez, for instance, that is pushing for this Green New Deal. We know that the green transition won't happen alone. It won't happen with just one country on its side. It will only happen at European level, and that's why it's important. It's also important for you guys living abroad to make sure that Europe can foster this green transition, because we have to set the path for the future. We have to show the example, and with Trump having withdrawn from the Paris Agreement, it's only if Europe is showing the way that we can hopefully make people change their mind. So it won't happen anywhere else than at European level, and it won't happen with just the markets and private money. It has to be fostered with public investment, because the public patrimoine is very much is decreasing because of lack of public spending, and we think that the public spending should be allocated more to this green transition. We cannot let the market do that alone, because the market rationality or market efficiency is not always something that proves to be right. Last point, but not the least, is that climate change is also a risk for financial stability And we are very proud to realize that the independent NGO Finance Watch, that is one of the only citizens lobby to represent the citizens against the banks, have run an independent study of all manifestos in Europe and have found out that the Social Democrats' or manifesto is the best one for financial stability. And it means also that the left wing is also can also be accountable for knowing how to compute, how to add up numbers, and it's not only something that the liberals or the right wing is about. And this foster of public spending is also a good thing for financial stability, and it has been recognized as such. So that's probably the main point of the program. I think is important, and it has an impact not only on Europe but on the rest of the world, and that's why I think it's paramount to look at it that way.
So thanks a lot for inviting us for this short video. Congratulations to Sylvie and all those who have rallied together to create this city group in New York. I think it's very important, and it really shows your international commitment with the progressive family at global level. So congratulations, good luck for this first meeting, and I'm sure you will have many others.
Thank you, take care, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.